And welcome to day 4 of our 12 days of comfort, ending our 2020 adventure with a little bit of peace, joy, and community. So whether you're joining us live or joining us later on YouTube, I really appreciate your energy and the fact that you are still out there doing yoga, bringing peace, and finding a way to still make it to your mat. I know personally that is sometimes quite the challenge. So we're gonna make that challenge easier today with building energy. It's gonna be still a quieter class, but we are going to be purposefully building energy and using techniques to shake off the dust, so to speak. And starting off in easy pose, or you can come to sit in a chair, you can kneel, you can stand, whatever you'd like. I'd like to start off in a little bit of gratitude today. Bring your hands to your heart center and let your thumbs come to press into your sternum, your physical sternum, either high up or down low, whatever works for you. Let your eyes drop closed and feel the palms of your hands, the fingers just pressing together. And I'm now hearing that I forgot to mute everyone, so I'll do that. And still in that position of gratitude, that position of quiet contemplation. So let your eyes drop closed and be grateful for this time that you had in your day to come to your mat and breathe, to come to your mat and heal. And to come to your mat to find movement and energy. Slow, deep breathing, just noticing. And then take a moment and identify 3 things in your life that you are grateful for. And let your hands come down to your lap. Fingers curl over the knees. And just feel that sense of groundedness for a moment. If it is in your practice to set an intention, or if you'd like to join me in my continual intention of bringing healing where I can. And just take a moment here and connect to that feeling. Our brain is a very powerful tool, and it releases chemicals based on our thought process. If we can bring ourselves to this place of gratitude and peace, our brain really brightens up and responds to that. Let go of any overnight heaviness. We're going to bring arms up in a thumbs up position. And I'm going to actually come a little bit closer here for 2 reasons. I'll just bring my blanket up. We're going to come to sit in what's known as ego eradicator. And one of the things that we do that is very ego eradicating, you make a little fist, the fingers press into the palms. you bring a thumbs up feeling, but more like you're pointing forward. It's not a thumbs up, it's a thumbs out. And then arms come up into a 90-degree or a 45-degree angle here. And that's our position. Drop your arms if they're already up, because now I'm going to explain the breath. And the breath here we're going to do is called breath of fire. And breath of fire, if you've practiced it before, is a very awakening and enlivening breath. It's also very stabilizing. When you're building energy, you want to make sure you know that you can direct it where you want to go, so it doesn't come out later as frazzledness and anxiety and all of those very heightened energy things. We want to make sure that that energy is contained where we want it to be. So breath of fire is panting like a dog, or it's a very audible breath where the exhale is forceful and you pump the belly in and up, bringing this pumping action into the diaphragm, which really helps to bring energy up and clear stagnancy out, which is why we're going to have a really long shavasana at the end to let the energy settle again. And so for 3 minutes, we're going to hold our pose and we're going to breathe in breath of fire. And let's practice for 5 breaths out of the mouth. Bring your hands, I don't know why my hand's back there. There we go. Here, both hands to your diaphragm. Take a deep belly inhale. And out of the mouth, pant like a dog. And feel that jumping there at the belly and at the diaphragm. And now try to bring that sound out of your nose. And we'll practice this for 3 minutes. So move your legs around if you need to. Come to sit in kneeling pose if you'd like. Find a position that you can maintain for 3 minutes. And then arms will come up as I find my trusty timer. And remember, it's the thumbs out feeling, and then arms reach up to a 45-degree angle. Inhale deeply and begin practicing 3 minutes breath of fire. This is a breath that really does take a lot of practice. It comes and goes with ease or with hardness. It really does. It's almost diagnostic of how you are feeling today. Just let it be easy. Let it be opening. There are some who practice breath of fire quite invigoratingly. I'll demonstrate that quickly, that quicker breath for you. And now somewhere in between, you'll find your pace, your rhythm. Keep those arms stretching. Let the arms be light. Remember, this is called ego eradicator, where suddenly pointing the thumbs up at the ceiling and holding the arms at this degree and up really does become a bit of a challenge. And yet all we're doing is holding our arms up. So just let it be easy. Let it be exactly what it is. Breathe and energize. Halfway there. If you need a breath, you take a breath, and then just continue, keep going. We're building muscles here. This will feel like a core workout tomorrow morning. Keep going. Keep those arms reaching up, thumbs pointing up, recommit to the posture, recommit to the breath, almost there. Keep going. You have got this. Last 30 seconds. Just recommit. Find that energy. It's only holding the arms up. Smile, enjoy it, give it all you got. Inhale, thumbs come together overhead, hold the breath in, find the thumbs. That's another part of the ego. Where's the thumbs? Exhale, arms release, palms swooping down toward the floor. Palms can press into the floor if they reach, or into your lap, and just resume slow, easy breath. Bring some space back into that belly. Stretch your legs out. And give yourself a little zhuzh. And just a few more moves here on the ground before we come on up for our continually energizing practice. Opposite leg will come in front. And take a moment here and just roll into the neck a few times and take a few open mouth exhales. Back to center, nod the head, yes and no, chin to chest. Shoulders will shrug up, inhale, shrug them up to the ears. Out of the mouth, exhale, let your shoulders drop. Inhale up. Exhale out of the mouth, inhale up. Keep going. 5 more. This move will help you stand taller. Release stagnancy from your neck and shoulders. Get rid of that stress. Get rid of that tightness. 2 more. Inhale. Hands to the knees. Roll forward and back. Go one way a few times. Other way. And then come on up and into tabletop position for cat-cow. Blanket can come under knees for comfort. Fingers can point out a little bit for comfort. Hands under the shoulders or a little bit forward. And just sway here and go through a few barrel rolls. Find some space through the shoulder joints and hip joints. Go one way. Concentrate on moving here into a full range of motion, just going one way. Listen to your breath, slow and easy. Fill the belly, fill the heart, and exhale all of the breath out. And go the other way. Really spread out through the fingers and press into the tops of the feet. Feel steady here as you bring some movement into the joints, into the body. A few more. And come on up, find a cow pose, inhale. Exhale, press back, cat, and lower. Really go for that whole back of the body stretch. Inhale, come on up, cow pose. Exhale, cat and child's. Keep going. And our focus today really is bringing in energy. So move a little quicker than you might normally, but still make sure you feel nice and stable. Hands pressing in, feet and shins pressing in. 2 more. "33 vertebrae." Find space in every single one. Press back, child's pose. Take a moment here and just feel the blood flowing through your body and have gratitude. Have gratitude again. Come into your focus and smile. An hour of free time to breathe and move. What a joy. We'll take 5 breaths in, downward facing dog. So come on up and just move. Move into your dog pose. Stretch into your Achilles tendons, your calves. Bend into your knees. Twist your hips. If you find downward dog to be challenging, move. When you shift the weight, you really start to find that body memory of the shape of the pose. The body starts to open up and relax into the pose, and you naturally build strength. So anytime that you start to feel a little bit tired, instead of maybe going to knees, just see if you can shift the weight. Bend into your knees and walk your hands back toward your feet. And then inhale, walk your hands back out in downward dog. Exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees, bend your knees. Inhale, walk out. Straighten the legs as you go. And last one, bend your knees. Exhale, walk the hands back. Half lift. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Exhale out of the mouth, all the way up. Press through the feet, reach. And hands to your sides, Tadasana pose. Roll the shoulders a few times, going both ways. And then roll into your wrists. Make a fist and squeeze, and then open. Bring a little energy into the hands. Keep that movement. Bring the arms up. Bring the hands down. Keep making a fist and then open. A few more times. Feel the energy starting to come into your hands, your wrists, your palms, your forearms. Almost as though you're flicking away all of the stagnancy and junk that collects around us, especially in winter when we move a little bit less, especially in quarantine when we move a little bit less. One more, really invigorate those arms. And then bring arms down to your sides. Shift the weight into the left foot. And if balance is okay today, you're going to float that right foot up and roll into the ankle. Just go one way and go in a full range of motion until you start to feel a little bit of heat in the ankle. And if the foot is on the floor, you're just rolling into the ankle. And then go the other way. Flex and point enough that that foot is active and you're bringing some blood flow into the ball and socket joint of that ankle. And all of those tendons and connections through the toes, the foot. And now wiggle into those toes, almost as though you're making a fist with the toes and then flicking out. Notice if your other foot is also trying to join in with the toe action. And set right foot down, shift the weight, nice and steady in the eyes, find a little balance, or just roll into the ankle with the foot on the ground. Mindful about what you're doing and why you're doing it. That lights up the brain so much. Really become mindful. Go the other way. Practice your steadiness here. And then wiggle into those toes. Feet come down, stand a little hip distance, sink into the hips just a little. The soft bend into the knees, and we're gonna stand in a little breath practice here called warrior breath. I'm going to take a little variation here though. As you inhale, we're going to inhale in 2 strokes through the nose, and then we're going to pause the breath. So it's a short inhale, long inhale. And then we're going to pause the breath, stretch up, and then out of the mouth, same breath pattern, long or short then long. We're going to really curl and round into the spine. So practice with me and then we'll go. You grow up, breathing in through the nose, and then you pause, lift the heart. Exhale, curl and round out of the mouth. Pause the breath. Inhale. Pause the breath. Look up. Exhale. Pause the breath. Look inward. Inhale. Look up. Exhale. Out of the mouth. Look inward. Pause the breath. Inhale, nose. Look up. Exhale, mouth. Keep going. Become radiant. Get rid of your junk. Three more. Come to stand in stillness. And let's bring right hand to right shoulder, left hand to left shoulder, and feel the weight of your hands on your chest. And take a few slow, deep breaths. Let there be some weight in your hands as though someone is pressing down, or as though yourself is pressing down. And feel the weight of your arms on your chest and feel the lift and rise of a full breath. Relax the arms down. Same moves, same breath, different entry. So we're going to inhale mouth, always fun, and exhale nose. You can purse your lips there, that's probably a little easier. So it's inhale 2 breaths through the mouth, that's slow, then long, and pause as you look up. And you exhale nose as you curl and round, pause, look inward. Inhale, mouth, pause, look up. Exhale, nose, pause, look inward. Inhale, pause, look up. Exhale, nose, pause, look in. Inhale, mouth, pause. Exhale, nose, pause. Inhale, mouth, pause. Feel the flexion of the spine. Exhale, mouth, nose. Inhale, mouth. Exhale, nose. Inhale, mouth. Exhale, nose. 3 more. Keep going. Last one. Come to stand in Tadasana pose, left hand to right shoulder, right hand on top. And this time even tuck chin to your chest. Feel the pressing down of your feet. When we liberate stuck energy, it's typically stuff that we stuck there ourselves. So you want to give it a chance to leave, but then just hold yourself nice and still. Remind yourself that you're doing this to build energy and light from within. Hands down to your sides. Take a nice wide stance and bend into your knees as much as you'd like. You can take just a gentle bend, sitting back and down, or you can come into more of a horse pose, sitting back into a wider squat. Only doing as much as feels right to you. Then we're going to bring the hands to our top of our heads, and with moving fingers, that jazz hands, tickle fingers, just kind of rub into your head, roll over your face. Slow and easy breath. Feel the blood flowing through the feet, but literally tickle your face, tickle your hair, tickle your ears. Just bringing blood flow into the surface of the skin. I've seen those movies where the people go and freshen up and they pinch their cheeks and bite their lips. It's the same little concept here, that we're just bringing some blood flow in. Bring it down into your throat, back of your neck. And then fingers pause, and as though you're just brushing the weight of the world off your shoulders. Take a few strokes down from the ear to the neck, to the shoulder, to the elbow, to the forearm, to the wrist. Make sure you get your hand and just come back up, and 3 more times. Just let it go. Palm flips up, same hand. Pull that energy back in. Back to the hand, pull it up. 3 more. Building energy, getting that blood flow going. Legs still bent, nice and solid in your stance. And hands to center, rub the palms. Another side. Just dust yourself off. Let it go. Get some blood flowing. The beautiful thing about the human body that us humans tend to forget is that it knows how to heal. It knows what to do when we give it the right instructions. And so just let it go. Flip that palm over. Start to bring in some goodness. Pull it all the way back up to neck and ear. Keep cheering for yourself with that squat. And if it's too easy, maybe you'll squat in a little bit more. Last few runs here, just pull that energy up. Hands to your heart and rub the palms together. Get in between the fingers. Straighten the legs, heel toe back together, and let your arms kind of mimic that movement, heel toe back apart. Let's bring the arms up a little bit more. Just heel toe. Keep going. This is one that seems so nice and easy, and then you realize, whoa, every single muscle in my body is working. Keep going. One more. Bring it up and bring it back down. Hands to your hips and just circle the hips, sway the weight. And last time, heel toe those feet back together. Step to the top of your mat. And we're gonna open through the entire body with a few rounds of Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. I'll call out a few modifications for you and feel free to take it at your pace if you're just learning. We all learned somewhere. So nice and tall. Toes come to touch and heels are slightly apart. And take a moment here. Drop your eyes closed. Have a feeling that somebody is pressing down on your shoulders, relaxing the tension from the neck. Tailbone presses in just slightly, lifting up through the crown of the head, wide and through the collarbones. And hands come to your heart. Feel the palms, the fingers pressing together. Feel the sides of the thumbs pressing to the sternum. With gratitude that you can, take an inhale and reach your arms up overhead. Palms touch. Exhale, slowly fold in, knees can bend. Float down from the hips. Try to bring belly toward the thighs. Inhale, half lift, hands to your shins. Step back to a plank pose. Walk the feet back. Plank pose, knees can come down if you'd like. Inhale. Elbows hug in. Shoulders go a little forward of the wrists and you lower the body down. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Remember, you can move in your dog pose to start to build that strength and flexibility and knowledge. It really takes a while for the body to learn these moves, but then once it does, you become steadier and stronger. And steadier and stronger. Inhale, bend into your knees. Look forward to your hands. Exhale, step up, forward fold. Take a few steps. Half lift, inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold in. All the way up, press through the feet, reach through the arms, look up. Hands pull to your sternum, palms together. Two more, inhale, press down, reach up, look up, palms touch. Arms come out to the sides, but you're very controlled with your descent, mindful of the spine. Inhale, half lift, hands to your shins. Step back, plank pose, knees bend, hands plant, and the feet walk back. Inhale here, lift up through the glutes, squeeze the thighs together. As you exhale, a little forward of the wrists with the shoulders, hug the elbows in and slowly lower down. Inhale, open your heart, hips press in, heart lifts. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Feel free to rest in child's pose. Inhale deeply, belly opens, heart opens. Feel this joy in being upside down. Exhale slowly, fully. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, knees bend, look forward. Take 1 step or a few. Exhale, step up. Find your forward fold. Half lift. Fold in. All the way up, press to the feet, reach up, look up, palms touch. Pull your hands to your heart, thumbs to the sternum. Last one, inhale, reach up, breathe into the sides of your ribs. Exhale, fold in, notice how you're opening through the back of your body. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Hold yourself steady. Try not to collapse. Heart lifts. Inhale. 5 breaths in dog pose or in your child's pose. Inhale, knees bend, look forward to your hands. Exhale, step up, forward fold. Half lift, heart lifts. Exhale, fold in. All the way up, press to the feet, reach, reach, reach. Hands to your sides, Tadasana pose, and then pull the hands to your heart. And come back to the starting point. The feet are pressing in, the eyes are quiet. That feeling that someone is coming and pressing down on your shoulders to create ease and length. And moving back into our nice wide stance. Toes pointing out, knees go in the same direction as the toes, sink in just a little bit. And then left elbow will come to the left thigh. And this is a place where you really have to watch that you're not dumping in. You should be able to move your arm quite freely without collapsing, that you're not just dumping in here, and really be energized. Press down through both feet, open up through the right heart. And then we're going to take our hands here through the right lungs and the right side of your heart and the right side of your spine and the right side of your ribs. And just take your hand and pull up through those intercostal muscles. Don't dump into that left arm. Go a couple times. Back to center, nice and strong in the core. Right arm rests. Left arm comes to just swipe up the sides of the ribs. So you're Your hand is a feather duster and you're getting rid of all of the cobwebs, all of the collected junk. Check your stance. Check that you're not dumping into that right arm. One more. Back to center. Go into the collarbones, the chest. I'm going to be careful here because I have my microphone, but just go in as though you're just kind of wiping it off. Let it go. Go down the belly, the front of the ribs. Still energy and solidness in those legs. Come up the back of the ribs, the kidneys. Say hi to your liver on the right side. Say hi to your pancreas on the left side. Get into those hips and thighs, right at the hip joint, front and back. Turn toward that left leg. Just off the thigh. Go around the knee, give your knee a little circle. And dust off the shin. And go up and down the leg like that a few times. Circle at the knee joint, circle at the ankle joint, and then just kind of slap yourself happy here. Just nice and energizing. Even get up into that hip. Roll into the hip joint, and then right down again. One more time. Roll at the knee, down the shin, roll at the ankle, and then come back up. Roll at the knee, up the thigh, roll at the hip, and straighten the legs. Sink back in. Shift the weight over to the right side and start brushing off those thighs. First pass a little slower, just really get some circulation going, a little vigor. You can probably hear that I'm slapping and just trying to really invigorate here. Roll at the knee, down the shin, roll at the ankle, and come back up. Roll at the knee, up the thigh, front, back, sides, everywhere. Roll at the hip. And one more time. Go down the leg, roll at the knee, down the shin, calf, Achilles tendon, roll at the ankle. All the way up. Heel toe those feet back together. Hands to your heart. Slowly fold in. Hands down. Press back. Child's pose. Quiet into the breath. Feel that invigoration through the legs, through the chest, through the belly, through the arms. And slowly start to come on up. We're going to come over onto our back for a core exercise. And then we're going to come to sit in a breath exercise. And then we're going to rest in a really nice shavasana. So coming down to your back, hug your knees to your chest and give the spine a little stretch here as you just connect to the earth underneath the spine, the hips, the shoulder blades, and the back of the head. And even here, have that feeling that somebody is pressing your shoulders down and in. That can really make a more solid connection there through the back of the body. Feet down and palms down, but you're going to lift up through the hips and slide the hands underneath the hips. We're going to take a moment here in a very activating core exercise where we're just going to pump the legs. And this is going to create steadiness, if you can believe it. So we're going to bring the knees up. Inhale as the left leg goes long. And exhale as you switch. And we're going to move slowly here. And keep going. Listen to your breath. Listen to how the breath changes as you go so that you can really be fueled by it. You should be hearing it become louder and more forceful. The inhale as the left leg goes out. Exhale as the right leg goes out. Squeeze the glutes, press the lumbar spine down toward the earth, even with those hands underneath. Make sure that you're supporting yourselves. And if you're nice and strong through the core, through the glutes, and you don't need hands underneath you, please feel free to change or to bring them out from underneath you and just have your hips on the ground. This is so effective because you start to work into the hips, the hip flexors, you get the joints nice and lubricated. You're creating strength through your core, which isn't just the ab muscles. You're creating strength through the spine, through the back of your body. And wow, is this amazing for helping you really earn a shavasana. Inhale as that left leg goes out. Exhale as right leg goes out. Keep going, almost there. Ten more seconds. And that's our time, everybody. Inhale, press your both legs out. Hold the breath in. With control, slowly lower the heels down. Bring the arms out. Take a nice open mouth exhale. And another. If you would like to take this breath exercise in Shavasana, please feel free. It's very simple. We'll just be doing right side nostril breathing. If you'd like, though, please come up and join me in easy pose, and then we're going to come right back down to rest for a nice long shavasana. This kind of breath exercise, though, it's really wonderful when you can hold mindfulness, and sometimes in shavasana you get a little sleepy. So make sure you feel nice and open through the abs. Maybe give yourself a little seated cow pose here. And the left hand is going to stay curled around the left knee. Right hand will come up, and you're just going to block the left nostril, and we're going to breathe here in right nostril breathing. This is a wonderful way to bring some energy, some controlled energy into the body in the morning. It's a wonderful way to focus energy as well. So as you breathe here in this simple practice of right-sided nostril breathing, just imagine yourself going through your day with gratitude and energy, just helping those who need help, helping yourself when you need help. And if you do come to yoga because you're working on anxiety, depression, panic, anger, any of that, sometimes these kind of practices can exacerbate that as you liberate. So if you find yourself in moments later on in the day where you're short-tempered or panicky or lethargic, just come to your mat and breathe. Come to your mat and rest in child's pose, or come to your mat and rest with those hands on your shoulders, and just allow yourself a moment of grounding the energy down again. Like our brains, our energy wants to be told what to do. It goes off into wherever direction it wants to, unless we tell it, hey, it's time to calm down. It's time to bring focus. It's time to heal. Take one more slow, deep inhale. Hold the breath in. Drop the right hand down. Keep holding the breath in. Hold it in as long as you can. And with an open mouth exhale, as though you're making a wish on a dandelion, release. Lie down. Cover your eyes, cover your body. Relax into Shavasana. If you are feeling warm and don't need a blanket over your whole body, just cover up belly and hips. This feeling of groundedness coming from the top and from the bottom. Palms flip up. And just quiet here into the toes and the feet. The ankles heavy as the toes point outward. Feel softness through the calf muscles and heaviness through the shins. Allow a little space to open at your knees. Feeling this relaxation as you exhale. Allow everything to soften through your thighs, the hamstrings, the glutes, the back of your hips resting on the earth. Even as the thighs and the hips rest more gently, so do the calves and the ankles. Just layering that relaxation from bottom to top again. Feeling the hips settle. Belly moving freely with the air. The spine, the shoulders, everything resting. Feeling space through your lungs, your ribs, your heart. And feeling heaviness at the back of your head, your shoulders. Feel your biceps, triceps relax. Space at the elbows and softness through the forearms. Softness through the wrists, the palms, the fingers. Allowing this deep rest, jaw relaxed, cheeks relaxed. Allowing your eyes, eyelids, eyebrows soften into the forehead, the ears, the throat. Allow stillness. Start to deepen your breath. Just noticing the energy coming back in. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale in a sigh. Creating the sense of grounded energy. One more inhale. Exhale through the mouth, sink into the earth. And flip your palms over so they're pressing into the earth. Bend your knees so that the soles of your feet are pressing into the earth. And take a deep inhale. As you exhale, physically press back and down into the head, the shoulders, the arms, the palms, the feet, the hips. Press into the earth, press into the earth. Inhale, let everything relax. Take a deep inhale. We'll take that 2 more times. As you exhale, press down with everything. Press down, press down, press down, press down. Hands pressing in, shoulders pressing in, back of the head, feet. Inhale. Let everything relax. Exhale, pressure as you exhale. Press down, press down, press down. Your knees in, and then come on up into a comfortable seated position. Hands at your heart, thumbs pressing in, palms pressing in. Returning to this feeling of gratitude. An hour of free time dedicated to finding energy for your day. What a treat. Let's end class with the sound of 3 ohms. Sing loud. Inhale. Thank you for taking the time to take care of yourselves today. Namaste. Thank you for being here, everybody. Day 4, Energize. What fun that was. I hope that becomes one of your favorites.